Hi, I'm Megan Hoff from Gathering Light Photography, and today we're here to talk about part two in this series that I'm doing of shooting a wedding day step by step. Today we're going to be talking about the first look photos. This is when the bride and groom see each other for the first time. Now, there's lots of people that are still traditional and wait until they walk down the aisle, but more and more couples are choosing to see each other before the wedding, and this is your chance to get beautiful photos of them together. There's a couple challenges though to making sure you're getting the best photos you possibly can. You need to be able to get both reactions, the reactions of the bride and the groom. You need to find a good location that will lend itself well to beautiful photographs of this moment, and also you need to find some privacy so that the bride and groom can actually be alone for these pictures. So first of all, let's talk about getting both reactions. You want to think about the placement of the couple, and you need to know if you're going to have one photographer or two, and you need to give the couple a little bit of coaching beforehand. So first of all, let's talk about if you have one photographer or two. The photograph you see below, there were two photographers, so one of us was positioned to get the groom's reaction, as you can see here, and the other photographer was positioned to see the bride's face. So that's one way to do it. If you work with a second shooter, you can just stand at angles to each other so you're not in each other's shot, but that one of you gets the bride's face and one of you gets the groom's face. If you're just shooting this by yourself, you really need to think of the placement of the couple, and you need to kind of coach them beforehand about what way to turn and where to stand. So if you're doing this by yourself, you're really going to want them to be in profile to you. So in this case, the bride and the groom would shift a little bit so that I could see both their faces and get both their reactions. And I would need to actually tell the groom exactly where to turn and tell the bride exactly where to stand in the coaching beforehand. And that works really well if you need to do it by yourself. Next, we need to think about choosing the best location. Now, you really get to set this up where you want to. Sometimes the couple will have a specific spot they want, but 99% of the time they'll say, "Where do you think we should do our first look photos?" And in that case, you want to think about, first of all, the lighting. You want to think of the beauty of the place, and also, again, the privacy that you'll be able to do this without having lots of friends and family around, or even just lots of random people walking by if you're at a big resort or on a city street or something. So first of all, the lighting. You want to make sure that no matter where they turn, or if they step to one side or the other, or when there's two of them there, you want to make sure you're still going to have nice even lighting. No one's going to be in some dappled light, or one of them will be in the light and one of them will be in the shade. So really kind of play around with that, because they're going to be excited, they're going to be in the moment. You do not want to interrupt this moment to ask them to step a little bit to the side because they've stepped into some super bright light, one of them, and some dark light for the other. So really pay attention to the lighting. And also think about, okay, if the groom's back is turned at first and he turns around, how is the lighting going to change? So pay attention to that and get that set obviously before you have the bride walk out to see him. Next, obviously, you want to just pick a pretty spot. This photo here is just taken in a garden behind the bed and breakfast where they were getting ready. Simple, easy, even light. Sometimes, though, you may want to pick a really dramatic, beautiful scene, and you can get some great pullbacks also of this spot. And finally, privacy is so important. When you're choosing the best location for these photos, you want to make sure you have the bride and groom only. In this situation, we found a field away from everyone else, told everyone else to give us 15 minutes, and brought the bride and groom out there. This is nice not only because you don't have other people interrupting and you'll get more natural reactions from the bride and groom, but also because then you can go straight into taking some of the bride and groom's portraits together without having any reaction and without any strange break. So the photos will seem more natural, and you'll really just be able to be more efficient. So our goal is to get the most beautiful, natural, and happy photos we possibly can. And if you follow these tips, I think that you'll have success. As always, for more free tips and training, visit photobiz-secrets.com. And stay tuned for the next part in our series on shooting the wedding day step by step. Thanks so much. I'm Megan Hoff from Gathering Light Photography, and I hope you have a great day.